saw big explosions in my rear mirror, and I thought it had a car on headlights. So a minute, I'm lost. I gotta pull over here. Oh, go out now. So just back there, we came across a heap of guys. Oh, about I don't know, maybe 30 guys, 30 soldiers out in the middle, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Well, actually, I guess they're about a kilometre from this town up here, and they stopped us and wanted to know who was in the van, and just ladies and children. I forgot about myself. They said, "Oh, okay, well, we're yours, it's okay." And as I'm wishing all these soldiers nowadays, I said to them, "Oh, may God protect you, and this time exit, and bless you." Anyway, so we're about on a normal day, 20 minutes from home. I'm guessing that the block post in Brzezinski, on the edge of Brzezinski, that will be a formality. Oops, looks like there's another one up here. The one in Brzezinski, I should know the guys there, so I'll get to that one easy. Oh no, this is just a bus. Anyway, I better turn this off.
Thanks. I feel like you.
Feel like what?
I feel like you. Oh, that's right.
Tired?
Oh, yeah. You are now. Where do I want to go here? Yes. See ya. Yeah, I'm on a different computer actually. The webcam's not as quality, but the sound doesn't drop out. I got home. Oh, I got home a long time ago. Huh. I got home at must have been like 8:30, I think. And it's 10 o'clock now. Had a bite to eat, and had a bite to eat, and then I just talked with the girls for a bit. It was a very eventful day. Yeah, and it was a strange day. Yeah, I won't write all about it in the blog. I'm going to do a quick blog entry now. But yeah, we're getting into Kiev was slow, of course. Blog posts everywhere. I didn't worry about the speed limit at all, which was kind of nice. Neither did I worry about speed cameras. When we got up to about normally it's about 15 minutes away from Kiev, and there's traffic banked up because going into Kiev, they're stopping every car and looking at all documents, and just it was serious business. So the traffic, just banked up for an hour or more. Anyway, I got there and met this poor lady with a screaming baby, and he's just distraught. He poor little fella. Poor mum too. She's totally exhausted. She hasn't been sleeping well, of course, with all the stress and the explosions and jets flying over, the air raid sirens, quickly going down to the bunkers, and just all of that. These poor people. But I sat her in the van and we talked for a bit, and then I went into a supermarket which was just nearby, and the supermarket must have just opened like 15 20 minutes before, I don't know, but they still had a lot of staples, and so I got a trolley and just grabbed everything I could and loaded the trolley up, and met a lovely couple. They both spoke English actually, so it's rare, and they kind of helped me with the trolley, but so I got I don't know 10,000 greetings worth of food. It's about 10,000 greetings are probably about $300, $400. But it was great. It was good food. Just people here are running out of food already. Just talked to someone today who said that they didn't stock up at all. They're kind of worrying. So I got that. Went back out to the car. All this time I was doing phone calls for trying to arrange for people to meet me there, and one group dropped out, and then another group came in, and it's okay. I've got places, and so the next several hours they were coming in, and then they dropped out again, or not again, but they dropped out, and another group came in asking if I could take him, and it was like that all day. And at the end of the day, I had like half an hour left before, um, even less, maybe 20 minutes left. Oh, what time was it? Oh, I can't remember. It was like, no, it wasn't exactly that. It was, by the time I got home, curfew had been in place for about 20 minutes, albeit by the time I got to Rizhishiv. So I must have left Kiev around about maybe an hour before curfew finished. I forgot one little bit actually. While I was waiting for these people who were meant to be coming and never came, I realized I may as well go back into the supermarket. There may be some stuff still left. And I ended up getting something like another $1,000 to $1,500 worth of stuff. That it was spices and odd beans, all sorts of stuff that for some reason the Ukrainians just decided no, they didn't want it. And yeah, it was just brilliant. It was nearly worth going to Kiev just for that, because in the stores here there's nothing in the smaller towns. Well, they do have some stuff early in the morning, but then they run out quickly, and then there's lots of people who are without anything. So yeah. Anyway, as I was driving out of Kiev, about 15 minutes after I left the city, I looked in the. I just you're always looking in your mirrors. Looked in my mirror and I saw this little looked like an explosion in the mirror, and I was like, no, it couldn't be. It's just headlights kept on going, but I kept on glancing just to double check because it was kind of a strange thing. And then I saw the same thing again, and I realized that maybe there were explosions, and that would be rather big blessing if I managed to get out before they started, because I'm guessing they would have closed the block post, closed the city to movement if the city was going to be attacked. And we drove on another 10 minutes maybe, and then we started to see some action, and we actually took a road that gave us a view of the city. I thought it'd be quieter, not so many block posts and guard posts, and I got up there and looked back over the city, and it's just explosion after explosion, and some major response by the Ukrainian missiles to any anti-air missiles, enormous things. I didn't know they were that big. I thought they were anti-air missiles were kind of just small things, but these things were just enormous flames heading up into the clouds and then exploding in just the whole sky. Phew. Anyway, grateful to be home. Grateful for a really brilliant day in a sense. It was really perfect. We could have fit another person in, another two people in. We could have fit another two people in, and a little bit more luggage after we got all the produce. But yeah, 6 people. That's great, and all that produce is definitely worth it. So much so that I'm thinking that it might be worth going back in tomorrow or the day after, if movement is permitted, which I'm not sure. Not sure. Anyway, some of you will watch that later. Maybe, I don't know. I don't exactly know who watches these things. That's a bit of a pity about it. But just in case I sneeze or something, I'm going to turn the sound off on this. Oh, Nate. Oh, yeah. Feel like I'm hearing stories right out of the Book of Acts. Saints have been such believers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, as far as danger goes, it was like a totally non-dangerous trip. There's no fighting in the area that I was in. No rockets fall. Well, I don't think there's any rockets falling there. I don't know where the rockets that are the explosions that I saw behind me hit. Would have been in probably in the western part of Ukraine, and I came out of the southern part, so it would have been around the corner. Yeah, so it was a safe day, a good day. But it would be great if we could do it again. Yeah. So, evening, Lisa. Syrian soldiers, the Russian and Chechen fighters. Yeah, it was wonderful news yesterday. Actually, yesterday, maybe the day before. I can't remember. The days are getting mashed together. We heard reports that the Chechens had decided, nah, they're going home. They're kind of hired fighters, and so hopefully it was a true report. I think it was actually. Their main general, I think he was actually killed, and or maybe one of their main generals, and another one was reporting about how he'd kind of had enough. He's surprised at the defense of the Ukrainians, and yeah. Okay. Nate, yep. That's true. Yeah, it would be wonderful. It was really encouraging news. Yeah, yep. That's good news. That's good news that I can't tell you. Well, actually, it might be good news. Let's see, what can I tell you about it? It's actually probably bad news. Someone who he's like a younger brother, kind of a little bit to me. Is in a dangerous place, and they've just given him an automatic rifle, which is not great. And okay, they say switch your mobile phones. This is a couple I met today. In Kiev. A fascinating couple. They helped me actually quite a lot in the supermarket. he started in 10 years for 10 years in England. She's a ballet dancer or a folk dancer that's played on all of the biggest stages around Ukraine and in Kiev and around the world actually. and she said that oh, they just sent me a security warning. They said it's advised to switch mobile network selection from automatic to manual. The enemy is installing their mobile network, and all data could be compromised. Mm. Um, Barbara Treasure. Friends of Anne and Steve Dunn. Okay. Yeah, prayers. Thank you very much, Barbara Treasure. Yeah, there's so many people around the world praying right now. It's like, oh God, you got all these people where you can answer their prayers. You don't have to. No, under no obligation to, but your people, a lot of them, that'd be wonderful. Okay. Where is this? Settings, cellular network selection automatic. Pretty logical. Selection. Okay. Yeah, and left cell. Done. And now proper. Hopefully my phone cannot be compromised. That was the warning that was given. That we needed to change our phones from from automatic network selection to manual, because the Russians are trying to get information. Maybe. For all I was ghoulish, praying you'll get a good night's sleep. Check in later. Thanks. Off for a run. Go, Lisa. Oh, Wayne, how's my day? You still listening, mate? Nope. Okay. Oh, you're there. Gotcha. Here you go. I won't. Here you go. Here's some info that I just typed. Oh, I can't type that in. It's double. Okay. Exit. There we go. Exit. And the it. Cool. I don't have to write this. I'll just tell you. I did see some fuel for sale. On the way to Kiev this morning, I saw only one petrol station open. Out of all the ones that I passed, I probably passed 20. And there were actually not a lot of cars there. I kind of felt bad. It would have been good to get in line and top up. As it turned out, I kind of didn't have time, which is a bit crazy because I spent all day there sitting. No, the car was sitting, but I was running around like a chook with my head cut off in this Silpo at Vidubici. But on the way home, I saw a I can't remember, one of the more expensive petrol stations had opened, and that was the only one I saw, I think, that was serving petrol. So no, not really a lot. That's the problem. The problem for us is going to be finding fuel. Actually, I stole some from you guys today, Wayne. I didn't even have to ask. You just offered it. Wayne, what we did when we went to Kiev was we for a couple of the earlier checkpoints where there's no line, there's no problem. They generally just check your passport and check your vehicle, open boot, how many people, okay, get their passports out, where you going, okay, go on. But at the more serious checkpoints, they can, like I saw them asking people to get out of their car, and those ones you got more of a lineup. But what we did with Euro, of course, was we went into a separate lane and just right up to the front of the line, and did that twice. It would have taken us an extra hour, I guess, maybe 45 minutes to get to Kiev if we hadn't have done that. On the ring road, it takes a long time near Mega Market. There's a big post there, and they're slowly checking drivers. And that took a long time to get through, and then we got through it, and then within about I don't know, a few kilometers, another line started for the checkpoint going into Kiev, which was also a really slow one. So yeah, Yuri got his chaplain uniform out. Good on him. Yep. He had his hat with him, chaplain uniform, and I think he even had a bronzhiletka, flak jacket, armor. I don't know. Naglas at the. No, it's not Naglas. He's got things to do. He's not going to make it if he doesn't get through this checkpoint quickly. Barbara, how long have I lived here? 30 years. You can't tell by the accent? That was just cheeky. No, I'm 50, Wayne. I came here when I was 20. You've been there for 29. Came here when I was 20 in August. So I'm guessing, was it 4 months before my 21st? Or maybe I haven't been here for, maybe you're right. Maybe if you're talking about me being here for 29, Wayne. I've been saying 30 for the last 6 months. So. Home, it is a home. Australia actually still feels like home as well. Every time I go back, it feels like I'm somehow going back home. And every time I came back to Ukraine for a long time, like going through customs, it actually felt dark. I don't know if Wayne, you felt the same thing. Can't remember talking to you about that, but it felt like I was again entering a place of darkness for some reason. But I love it here. I wouldn't be anywhere else in the world. I mean, of course, God wants me here, but it's probably the most strong thing affecting that statement. But there are so many things to enjoy about this country too. And you make very close friends. You have close brothers and sisters, and I figure if you're willing to do that, then it doesn't matter where you live. If you're willing to give your heart to others, and if they will accept you, then there's beauty all around. This world tops it all. This world tops it all. War tops it all. Yeah, it has been a crazy life, Wayne. It kind of doesn't really matter what happens like this. I do hope that I don't get deported. That would be so hard. And if I do, ultimately, it'll be because Russians won, or a temporary win. I cannot see how they can win long term. I just can't right now. Just think that the world's putting up the Ukrainian spirit. There's been some severe underestimation of what this should look like by Putin. But leaving here would be devastating. I'm 100% sure that I would wherever I go from here, if I do get deported, that that God would put a love in my heart for whatever people that I'm surrounded by. But yeah, I do love these people. Yeah. No, Melissa, the kids didn't. It was just crazy day. And I don't know how many times I talked to different people who are trying to coordinate these kids to meet me there. Sadly, I hope that it's just a matter of time. Tomorrow they'll get out, or the day after. They asked if I'd go back in and pick them up tomorrow, but I think they're just too slow to organise it. And so the kids, they were on their way and on their way and on their way and on their way, but they actually never got on their way. They had all day to do it. I was there, but they didn't get their act together. So I told the people I have to leave. I cannot wait any longer because of curfew. On the way back, one of the posts gave me a good slicing up because I'd gone over curfew. They weren't going to keep me for it, but they gave me what for. Yeah, but the kids didn't make it. 6 people did though. Yeah, a couple of children. I'm sure, no doubts about it. But they're really resting good now down at the church building. Yeah. Prideful recklessness. Really tough to leave in prideful recklessness. Yeah. What does that mean, Wayne? I just say, but what a life it has been. This war tops it all. Reverse culture is really tough to leave. Prideful recklessness. Good night. Yeah. Not sure. Oh well. So, oh no, I'm going to leave this. I'm too tired. Russian prideful. I got you. Yeah. You were going back there. I forgot that comment. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Everyone else. I'm off to shower and bed. Big day tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, great. I think there's, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15 people out from Kiev down there now, sleeping tonight, and another girl from Rajishiv who's there. Oh, Gracie, you've commandeered Gracie's channel, Joel. Yeah, I half expected that the church would have about 30 people in it tonight. 15 is a great number for them. Yeah. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, and Joel, you can tell Micah that Daniel said that it was perfectly safe. Oh, okay. Time for a shower and shower in bed. Good day, everybody in Australia. Good night, everybody else, or wherever you are.